Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the New York Giants. That's fielded in the end zone. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Here we go, here we go. 10 Lobo.
Rip left. Alert three.
Hey, foxtrot.
Watch the safety creep. Big gap.
Look at me. Door. Shoot.
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Hard. Hey, echo. Ready.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Throwing on second and 14. Jones, that's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. Well, we see so many good battles in the NFC East, and Cowboys and Giants, they rarely disappoint. They didn't disappoint last year. Cowboys got the better of the Giants both times. Week 2, 20-13, and then in Week 17, a thriller, 36-35. That was a game where Dak Prescott threw 4 touchdown passes. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Yep. Hey, team 6.
Here's Gallman. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone. And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them. This is taken about 7 yards deep. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They keep on the ground with Elliott. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Well, the spark that ignited the Cowboys-Giants rivalry goes back to 1960 when Dallas's first head coach and former New York Giants assistant Tom Landry brought his 0-10 rookie squad into Yankee Stadium. That game would finish a 31-31 tie, the only non-loss in the expansion Cowboys' first season. 6 decades later, still one of the most heated rivalries in the NFL. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, lock it. Let's make these babies cry on the way back.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to. But I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Come on, QB, come on. Watch safety quick.
Hey, Sam off. Hey, Orbit.
Pick that. Come.
7-5.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Bravo.
Right there. 54. Right there.
On the run, it's Barkley. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Come on.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Now Jones. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. This is caught inside the 15. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On second down, it's Elliott. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
Ready.
55, Mike 55. Watch the screen. Pass.
Mike, 55. Hey, exit.
55. Hey, pick your game up. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Here we go.
From the 29, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Throwing, Prescott. He's going to get this to Austin, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Joker, 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 Joker.
Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott from the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, but it'll be second and goal.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Oh, Prescott stripped. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
Hey, 47.
47. Check, 47.
26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. Gets around him, and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Here we go, kill. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
At the 32-yard line.
Ready up.
48 Mike. 48 Mike. Bring it. Check. No.
They'll run it again with Barkley. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back, part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
From the gun, Jones. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. It's a gain of 11 and a giant 1st down.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the 1st.
10 Lobo.
54, Mike. Come on, the ball.
5.
54, Mike. Go.
Jones throwing on 1st down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. The end result, 21 yards.
Let's go.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Jones now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Prescott now. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Prescott yet again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
But no takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long for Prescott. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Hey, do. It's our time. Shift. Check nickel. Check safety.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 6, and that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Mike 5-4. Let's go, team. Let's go.
Now Jones operating from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Here's Austin. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Check right.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Being chased out left. Completes it to Austin. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick back in 2016, started all 48 games in his first 3 years in the NFL, and now making start number 49 to kick off 2019. To throw is Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. The Cowboys on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Here we go, 47.
47's the mark, boys. Over. Check, check, 47. I'm trying to collect. 47's the mic.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Eluding the pressure right. And no, it's incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 37-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Keep it up. Switch. 36.
Look at me. Score.
Again, it's Barkley. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And down to the 29-yard line. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 29-yard line.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
30 base.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Get it.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hard.
I'm coming after you. Tight dog.
Go. Hey, wahoo.
He's checking. Crash.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Slam.
Go.
He's coming.
Hey, foxtrot.
Check it backer.
This is Barkley. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And the kick by Rosas is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Play action now. Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Here we go, 47.
Check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Come on, D. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Echo. You mine.
26.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Steps away to his left. This to Jarwin. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory.
On the set.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey, lock it. Go.
On 1st down, Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
54.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. He finds Coleman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Let's go. 8, read.
Mike's by 4. Not here. Showing it.
Ready.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you.